All right.
Am I on the? Do you have me on the camera good?
Yep, there you are. All right, so this is an interview with my brother Brandon Pearson, dude. We're going to talk about what he's going to be talking about on his channel. This is once again another part of the synergistic relationship. Would you like to talk about your channel?
I haven't made said channel yet, but I'm going to do so quite soon. I'm just gonna do. I guess I'll just talk about what my beliefs are and how I think the universe works and whatnot. And yeah, and I'm a Taoist. I believe in the Taoism religion. It's not a religion; it's a way of life. I like open-minded people, and yeah, and the possibilities of the human mind and irrelevance of most technologies today. Good. And,
So, what are your ideas about ETs? How are you going to lace that into what you're talking about on your channel?
I think the sudden fascination with ETs is slightly irrelevant. I mean, I believe they're there, and they want to help, and human race is a slave race to the elite, and they don't like that. Okay. I don't really focus more on ETs, even though I find it a very interesting subject. I focus more on spirituality. That is more my thing.
This is precisely how it will actually intertwine with the ET discussion, the ET topic, because they're very spiritual as well. But continue.
Alright, let's see. I don't know where it is. Spiritual. Well, I pretty much just told them everything about that. Alright, what else should I continue with then?
Well, give us specific things that you'll talk about, like what events, types, what people, what books, things like that.
Oh, okay. Well, how about I just start off with how I personally think the universe works. Okay. I see the universe as just a matrix of frequencies. That's all it really is. And as he talks about love, and other people talk about love being the most powerful frequency and whatnot, the universe is just one big frequency, intertwined with an infinite amount of other ones. The infinite amount of other ones all connected to one major one. And we are all connected to that one major frequency, and that's how we are all one. And our brains, our minds, and our brains is just a miniature version of a frequencies. It's like a computer in itself, and yeah, pretty much. And God, it's so hard to word what I'm trying to say.
Always is.
Well, yeah, and you see, my goal in life is to become Taoist and become a Taoist enlightened person. That's my goal in life, and what was I saying? It's so hard.
Well, what people influenced you, encouraged you to do this? Like, what teachers, prophets?
Prophets? Well, nobody really in my immediate life encouraged me to go towards this. It was kind of just me and my own personal interest. I always kind of questioned why I was interested in such things, but I never really have the answer. But I'm still going with it. And I guess prophets or whatnot, other people in the world that have driven me towards this. I guess Lao Tzu, the Jesus of Taoism.
Mm-hmm.
Buddha, I guess, too, and all those figures, and just what they talk about, and you see, they like to intertwine Buddhism and Taoism in with the religious beliefs, with as in Christianity and Catholicism and Judaism and whatnot, and those two beliefs are completely separate. They masked them. They put stories in there, and they say this is what they actually meant, and if you just go all the way back to like the beginning teachings, and the farther back in history and research you do, the more truth you actually get, and that's what I'm looking at, and the farthest back stuff that you see, the more mystical it gets, and the more interesting it becomes, and you get different tidbits of truth here, and a little bit
Kernels of truth.
kernels of truth here and kernels of truth there, but they're only kernels of truth. They're shrouded by all kinds of bullshit.
Exactly.
And I have to pick out the kernel there and the kernel there and the kernel here and there, and I put them all, and they're all just pieces of a puzzle, and you got to put them all together, and if you put all the right pieces together, they're gonna make sense. I've been able to do that in many cases with Taoism, and how the universe works, and how they're connected to spirituality, and I guess how they could be connected to ETs. Still irrelevant towards my cause, though.
Not quite. I don't think so. Yeah. With the spirituality topic,
Well,
you're going to find a lot of connections there.
I'll just go into it then. How I think the universe works would be, the universe is just a matrix of frequencies, and everything in the universe is a frequency. If you take off, like, you just wipe off the window wipe off this painting of the physical, colorful, pretty world and everything, and you just see a bunch of vibrations and frequencies and whatnot. And if what ancient Taoism disciplines would teach you how to do with Mo Pai, one of the most secretive teachings on the planet, I'm very fortunate for learning of his existence, is learning how to tap into such frequencies. It teaches you that everything in the universe is just a frequency, and if you can discipline your mind to tap into these frequencies, you can not only manipulate the physical world, because everybody wants to do that, but it's something very tiny in the whole scheme of things.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's just very tiny in the whole scheme of things. And to become a Taoist, immortal, or Buddha, or enlightened, they always say following these disciplines, you can learn to read minds and to do telekinesis and just do incredible things, make your physical body live forever, essentially. And they say, well, yeah, you can do that, but that's all irrelevant. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to become enlightened and make your spirit, your consciousness last forever. Because what I believe is that when you die and you don't become enlightened, you just go back into the circle of reincarnation. And based off of what you've done in this life, your actions, because every action has a reaction, and every reaction, it's karma. And
very big part with the ET thing as well.
You do something bad in this life. What I've always wondered, like, who decides what's good and bad? What one person considers good. That's such an opinionated matter. Karma is very good, but it has a downfall. You know, it's a very big question I'm throwing at karma. But still, anyway. Train of thought was going and stopped.
Yeah.
Karma and circle of reincarnation if you do bad things, and if you do good things, if you do a lot of good things in your life, and you don't just if you don't meditate and try to become enlightened through meditation and through discipline, then you can try and obtain a giant amount, an unimaginable amount of good deeds, and that would essentially possibly make you enlightened. But to make
positive mentalities.
Yes, but to become enlightened,
to become enlightened.
To become enlightened means to make your consciousness live on forever. So after you die, you don't just become like a rabbit or another human being, or something else on a different planet somewhere. You stay who you are, just without your physical body. And if you're able to do that, then you're able to manifest yourself back as a physical body here again. So say you're dead. There's your dead body right there, and now you're immortal though, so you can just manifest yourself back. Well, there's my dead body, but I'm still here. So that's pretty much what a little bit of what it is. And then you can go through different dimensions and realities and whatnot. That's what the possibilities of becoming enlightened. And that's just enlightening. The things to do with enlightenment, and how I see the universe, and the possibilities with the human mind through these teachings and whatnot. Even though they are relevant to telekinesis and mind control and all these things, how you would do it though is to discipline yourself and tap in